I've been training for 12 years and this is what I've learned. I started at 14 with a simple 3-day split, and from my second year I moved up to 6 days per week and stuck with that ever since. Let's remove 3 weeks per year in which I would have been ill or on holiday, and that would still bring the total number of workouts to roughly 3,381. That's not too bad, right? And honestly, some years I didn't even skip that much. But let's roll with it. During this time I have also done well over 10,000 one-to-one coaching hours with over 350 clients. I've never done steroids or PEDs or any substances that would get me banned from the Olympics, and I am, quite frankly, against them. I've taken the natural path, and in doing this, I've learned 28 lessons. So let's dive in. Number 1, just showing up is not enough. I know most motivational videos say that this is 90% of the job. It's a lie. It's the 5% if even that. Literally showing up is the easiest bit. You have people that exercise, like going for a light jog or a gym class, and you have people that actually train, with a proper routine, aiming to progress on it, eating well and resting better. The problem is when people who exercise want to get the same results as people who train. If you want real results, you need to come in and train with purpose. Number 2, choose a workout split based on your genetics, not based on what social media says or what I'm doing. For example, you can be torso dominant, meaning your chest and back are growing quick, but maybe your arms and legs are lagging behind. Then pick a split that puts more focus on the weaker areas. The good ones will grow regardless, and you can always swap this around if you feel otherwise. Number 3, compound exercises are the builders, while isolation ones are the finishers. If you want to develop in the most time-efficient manner, focus on compounds. Compounds are exercises that utilize at least 2 joints, i.e. the ones that make you feel awful when you do them. Squats, bent over rows, deadlifts, lunges, you get a point. Number 4, a well-structured routine has free weights, cables and machines. They all have their purpose, and when planned right, you can really milk the benefits of training to failure while promoting recovery in a smart way. For example, let's say you train back and hamstrings on the same day. That can be very taxing on your CNS if you only do free weights. Here I would pick one heavy compound for hamstrings on free weights, like a Romanian deadlift, and a machine heavy compound for your back, like a chest supported row. This way you can push to failure on 2 heavy compounds with minimum drawback on recovery while maximizing the benefits. Number 5, experience beats science. This is a very subjective journey, and although you can use social media as a learning platform, every technique breakdown of any exercise is only giving you the 80%. The other 20% you have to figure out yourself. If you prefer benching with your elbow 5 degrees more out than the recommended technique, then bench with those 5 degrees. As long as you are not jeopardizing your safety and the movement goes in the same plane, your comfort becomes the next priority. So my bench press will be very different than yours for us to achieve a similar outcome, and this applies to every single exercise. Number 6, your body has no idea what 20 kilograms are or 30 kilograms are. It only knows tension and intensity. So if you can make a weight feel heavier just by using correct technique and prioritizing full range of motion, do it. Don't overload your joints for no reason. Your 8-year-old self will appreciate it. Number 7, progressive overload is literally the only thing you need to do to grow. Choose the number of working sets and rep range. Let's say 3 sets of 12. You'll be doing the same weight for all the 3 sets and rest for the same amount of time in between each set as well. If today you complete all the reps with correct technique and full range of motion, next week you increase the weight ever so slightly. If next week you complete only 12, 10 and 9 reps, the following week you redo the same weight until you get all the reps. And if getting all the reps on all the sets was a big struggle, then do the same weight again as a consolidation session, then move forward. Number 8, stick to your routine for at least 12 weeks before making any major changes. You need time to adjust and to find the right weights to push to your ideal failure point. Then apply progressive overload on top of it as well. If you program hop, you're only making yourself start from 0 over and over again. Number 9, track your workouts in an app, notes, anywhere. You might remember your last week's numbers, but you want the 3 weeks ago. And sometimes when progress is slow, seeing how far you've come in the past 12 weeks can give you the boost you need. Number 10, deload weeks. Deload weeks are basically taking your routine to 60% of intensity just to give yourself a break and recover better, while not skipping the gym altogether and losing momentum. Make sure to add one of them in every 12 to 16 weeks. Number 11, just being consistent is not enough. I had people training for over a decade coming to do a session with me, and their technique on everything was miles off from ideal. You can be consistent in doing all the wrong things, and that will only get you so far. Then you become bitter and blame genetics for your lack of progress, when in reality you have no idea how to train. Sorry. Number 12. Genetics only matter for the top 1% competing on a stage. For normal guys like you and me, training hard with correct technique, staying consistent, eating well, sleeping amazing are going to be the factors that dictate how much we grow. You can only blame genetics when you've been doing all the right things for 10 years and a teenager beats your lifts. Only then. Number 13. You'll have muscle groups that will grow without doing much and groups that will be very stubborn. Have a proportions over size mentality and focus on the slow ones. Number 14. Take as many pictures and videos as you can. They will become the best motivational tools. The earlier you start, the better. I wish I had more pictures from when I was younger, but my confidence back then didn't allow me to take them. Now I regret it. Number 15. Unless you're aiming to compete on a bodybuilding stage at the highest level, don't do steroids or PEDs. Anything you build on them will be lost, so if you choose to go on a cycle to get some gains, you'll have to commit to it for the rest of your life if you want to maintain them as well, and that's when the real problems occur. Don't sacrifice your health for something that was meant to improve it in the first place. Number 16. Supplements are there to supplement, not to replace. But that being said, if they can make your life easier, take them. My everyday stack is vitamin D and K2, B complex, multivitamin, zinc, magnesium, omega-3s, theanine, and tongatali. Number 17. Calorie tracking will be giving you a huge shortcut to achieve your goals. The more disciplined you are with it, the faster the results. Number 18. Find out your calorie maintenance with a calculator. If you want to lose weight, start with a 10% deficit and adjust from there. Then aim to lose a maximum of 1% of body weight per week. Anything more than that and it's not going to be ideal for your skin. Number 19. If you want to bulk up and build muscle, go on a 10% surplus max. This is the best ratio for a lean bulk. Anything more than this and you're just getting fatter without extra benefits. There is only so much muscle mass you can build as a natural, and that's usually hit within that 10% surplus. Number 20. If you're at a healthy weight for your height but you just want to lose some of the fat, then go on a body recomp. Stay at maintenance calories with a high intake of protein and train properly. That will do it. Number 21. Your protein intake needs to be in between 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, and 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. Number 22. Your fat intake needs to be at least 20% of your total calories to aid in absorption of protein and micronutrients. And 1 gram of fat has 9 calories, so you need to do some math. Number 23. Carbs are the best energy source, so don't be afraid of them. It's not the carbs making you fat, it's you eating a lot of them that does it. And 1 gram of carbs has also 4 calories. Number 24. Recovery is just as important as training and nutrition, and I only wish I would have understood this earlier. Stretching, foam rolling, or best getting a sports massage goes a long way for your progress. Number 25. The growth happens when you sleep, so this needs to be prioritized. You need a good sleeping schedule, meaning going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time, and having a solid 7 to 9 hours in the bag. If you are a new parent, I'm sorry. Number 26. Ice baths are cool for reducing inflammation, but horrific if you train for hypertrophy. If your goal is to build muscle, avoid ice baths for at least 4 hours after your workout. Number 27. Music could be the pre-workout you need. I see so many people training without headphones, and I swear if I forget mine home and I have to train without them, I can never train as hard. And number 28, probably the most important one, resilience. You will have so many things going against you. Poor night's sleep, stress, lack of motivation, awful boss, bad weather, friends tempting you, anything to stop you from training. These are the days that make the most amount of difference. Everyone is consistent when it's all sunshine, but it's the bad days that you do anyway that will slingshot your results forwards. Even if you train at 50% is a hell of a lot better than 0. Bonus point, the best natural shortcut you can take is having a good coach. If you don't want to trial and error and waste more time learning the hard way, let someone else who has done it many times show you the fastest path. With my coaching, you'll have access to my app, which has all the features you could possibly need for your journey. You will receive a fully bespoke workout plan tailored to your genetics and lifestyle. You will receive full nutritional guidance and thousands of recipes to pick from. We will have a check-in every 7 days to track your progress and keep you accountable. And for anything else, you have contact with me 24/7 via the chat in the app. I am giving a 7-day free trial plus a 2-week money-back guarantee. So if by the end of week 3 this isn't everything you hoped for, I'll refund you completely, no questions asked. Link is in description.